All right, so we're going to continue. This will be the subdivision surface, and we're just going to build it up from the one where it's beveled, and that would act as all the stopper for the subdivision surface from kind of rounding off edges that are supposed to be creased or hard. Okay, so with bevel, and I'm going to go sub D. All right, subdivision surface. Save as. All right, this one is pretty easy. You're just adding the modifier subdivision surface. All right, look at that. And that's only on, well, that's viewing as 1. So let's match the render. So 2 by 2. It's still relatively low poly. Yeah. Look at that one. Super nice. And it's, okay. All this faceted angle. Let's see. Maybe 1 by 1 on this would actually just be fine. Let's see here. 1 by 1. I see it right there. So that's the 2 by 2. This body, probably 1 by 1 is fine. Okay, for this one, yeah, 1 by 1 is fine for that as well. What about the neck? We don't even see any of that angle. We probably don't need subdivision, but for the sake of adding subdivision surface, ooh. All right, 1 by 1, and the reason why this one turned out like this, there's not enough geometry in there. So I'm gonna press slash to isolate it, hit tab. All right, so because we don't have anything in here, so that's why it's behaving like so. It's trying to curve the whole thing. So I select the bottom here. I'm gonna press I. All right, okay, like so, and then I'm going to do Control R, drag it close to the bottom right there, and this should give us that. Or I'm going to click undo for all that. Might as well just do bevel. All right. We got 3 on that one, so that will cover all the polygons we'll need. That one's done. Okay, let's, they look really, well, we're trying to go for like a cinematic version. Subdivision surface 1-1 should work well. Okay, let's do the same thing here, subdivision surface 1-1, because they are 16 segments, so we'll skip the forearms and bicep. Let's take care of this first. Subdivision surface 1-1 should be fine. What about this guy? Maybe 2 by 2 on this one. There we go. All right, now let's worry about this one. This will have a little funky look right here and over here because there's not enough geometry. Subdivision surface 1-1 should be fine, but we have to do some edits. Okay. We could do the exact same thing. We can just bevel the corners if we want to. Probably that's what we're going to do. So let's isolate this. Go to edge mode. And that one. Select both edge by alt clicking. Then we're going to go bevel the edge. Right there. Okay, looks good. Do the same thing for this. Slash to isolate it. Bevel the edge. Subdivision surface 1-1 is probably fine. Whoops. Okay, and what else do we need to do? All right, this one, subdivision surface 1-1, subdivision surface 1-1. For the foot, subdivision surface is 1-1 enough, or maybe this needs a 2. Yeah, it needs a 2. Right there. All right, for this one, we'll do the same thing, isolate it. Oops. There we go. And subdivision surface. 1, 1 is fine. And just the shin bone, and we should be done. Subdivision surface. 1. Right click bevel. All right. And did we miss anything? Eyes, yeah, why not? Now they're super round. Okay, looking really high poly. Okay, so we'll save this one. All right, and I'll bring it in. Select. Hopefully I selected everything. Just going to copy that. All right, copy that one, and then let me open low poly. Let me save it. Okay, so this is the low poly version. I'm going to paste this one here. This is the one with subdivision surface. And duplicate it, paste it again. All right, so this is the one where we beveled everything, which is everything's correct. So I'll just do a quick kind of maintenance on this one to get rid of subdivision surface. Because I did add those bevels, so I just want to keep those bevel on the forearm, which I didn't have on the other ones. Oh, did we do subdies on this one? Oh, we didn't. All right. So this one, there we go. Probably 1, 1 is fine. 1, 1, there we go. Okay, so that's the same issue as this one. Let's just, not gonna see it, but let's just bevel. Okay, and that's 1, 1 on that one, or 2, 2. It looks too low poly. All right, and here, so this basically gives it our kind of final look. It's hard to tell because it's a simplistic model, but one is low poly, one is low poly with bevel. One is with subdivision surface. Okay, so just checking. All right, looks like this is it. So, all right, that's the difference right there. Could hardly tell, but that's definitely looking smoother right there. This is pure low poly. So here we go. Let's take a look at them in wireframe mode. Okay. And of course, wireframe is overlaid on this one because of all the subdivision surface. But if we go to wireframe mode, you see a little bit more dense on, but you can hardly tell. All right, there we go. Let's turn that off. There's our Chibi in 3 formats. You know, low poly with bevel, and then low poly bevel with subdivision surface. All right, so I will not save this because we need it for individual ones, and then I'll just add that in there. And that next step is to rig. Okay, name first, name the object, prepare the object, change the pivot point, forward kinematics, the works.